Good morning from a very sunny, very pleasant, very warm Peterborough. So, I'm at the back of the shed. What I intend to do is clear the back of the shed because Cat needs to get to those water barrels, and because I have just used this as a junkyard, she now can't get to it. Polycarbonate sheets. The original polycarbonate sheets fit lovely. Now that the pond is fractionally wider and a curved edge on the inside, they don't fit. Great. For Scott Cannings, who calls me Slippers. I've no idea why. Morning, Scott. Hope you're well, mate. You probably noticed that I've calmed down a lot. Things are looking better. I am in a better place. So thank you again for your continued support, and for the new subscribers, welcome aboard and thank you for your support. So many people had said, you're going through what I've been through times 100. It just makes you think that we're all susceptible to making mistakes, as we've done. What happened? What mistakes we made? Was it the chlorine? Was it the temperature change? I don't know. Temperature change and chlorine seems to be the top two reasons for the fish losses, which still remain at 4. The rest of the fish look really happy. So let's have a 360 walk around of the pond and the greenhouse, and you can see what jobs I've completed and what jobs I need to look at. Whiskey barrel still smells gorgeous. 5 blocks still need to go on. Clarity pretty good, but I'm expecting it to be. You can probably see sand and grit, the remnants of the rain washing these bricks clean. We had a couple of showers over the last few days. Water temperature as we sat here is 17 degrees, which is quite nice. The gravity return water bleed, I've set that further forward and gone behind the edge of the greenhouse to make this pipe square. What else? So the shower is now working lovely. A gentleman called Reese Haley, I think it is, got in touch and said how did he get the bottom tier like that, because he himself, like myself, I don't like showers on the edges of ponds, but do understand why people do it. So basically, Reese, this is a standard tier. I then used some righty welding techniques and fitted a base onto the bottom of it so it became solid, then fitted a 3-inch tank connector, so that now runs out sideways. You can actually buy these custom made to have a full base and a tank connector. Why have you got the slipway attached? Well, if there's any water that drips down or I get a leak, it's going to pass into the garden rather than falling on this wood and basically increase its longevity. I did have a little bit of a weep last night, expecting to find water in there, and that is pretty much bone dry. So look in the top of this filter. So I spoke with Martin Devoncoy, and he says that the drum filter does pass. So this was put in yesterday. This was a brand new piece, so this has been running 24 hours, and as you can see, it's stained but not too bad. bearing in mind that there are only 10 fish in a large pond. The food load isn't up and the system is still maturing. Next job, I've got to lay these flags. So all around the deck I've propped the flags up. I've got to identify where they go and then create an inordinate amount of dust, cutting them and fitting them. So I'm trying to push that job to the back. Greenhouse. So we'll work from this side. This is my top up, and as you can see it's just lashed into place with a hose pipe. I'm going to actually put a tank connector probably in the side of the skimmer, so my top ups will go straight in there. I can pin all the pipe work round the back nice and neat, and then we can have the hose pipe back. The temperature probe, is that inside or outside? No, it's definitely greenhouse temperature, and that is water temperature. Coming through, it's just sat in there. The top up system is now fitted, so water supply coming in, water supply coming out. And what I did notice is there was a lot of solenoid action clicking on and off. So what I did was take the top off this. Oh, excuse me. I took the top off this and I fitted a 1.5 inch bracket, curved the back edge so it would fit on the inside radius of this, and put the sensor in. What I failed to recognise was during the top up procedure this bellowed out. There was quite a lot of pressure. Then I stood above it to hook my fingers up, pulled it, and my hat blew off and got my face wet, and the roof of the greenhouse got wet too. So another learning curve. Seems to be a lot of learning curves recently. Any more leaks? No. Any more deaths? No. Drum filter. I feel as though I've cheated the hobby. This drum filter is amazing. I will do a standalone video on this drum filter when I've got used to it. So we'll just have a look inside. Excuse the hose pipe, that's just temporary. There is 100 litres of Micro K1 bouncing around there, really happy. What I have been getting is little odd pieces coming into this section, so I'm thinking, oh great, it's failed. No, it hadn't failed. What we've got is these deformed pieces, and they are just odd. So sure enough, they will fit through the gaps where a standard piece of Micro K1 wouldn't. So over the next few weeks I'm probably going to be fishing quite a number of those out. Righty, morning Righty, that's my son. Thank you very much. Morning Righty. He was telling me about swarf in his was it K1 Plus? I had one piece of swarf. I was quite surprised by that, but I've got an awful lot of deformed pieces of Micro K1, so if you get that, be aware that it could either travel backwards into your drum or another part of your filter system, and it could actually go through your pumps. Be aware of that. So there's a good chance that they might be on the floor of the pond, but I can't see that at the moment. Operation, it's working perfectly. I am so pleased with this. Next thing, and I'm not looking at this, I'm just poking the camera over the edge. When I need to fit this UV, I want it just to dip into the surface of the water, and as a consequence the black portion of the UV is taller than the height of the water to the top of the drum housing. So what I want to do is cut a small section out, mount the UV in that and have that dropped just in that corner, and then create a guard which will drop from this edge down to the waste chute to prevent any accidental viewing of the UV itself. Now you might think, oh, why did you want to spoil the lid? I haven't cut it yet. I might come up with another idea, or Righty might pop up and go, I've got an idea, which I'm hoping for. As I say, the operation, since I put the second relay in, because I have two circulating pumps, this is the first circulating pump and that's the second circulating pump, adding that safety relay, so in the event that the water level drops below the longest probe sat under here, both pumps will shut down, not just one. It seems a bit strange where you would put two outlets in a drum, or 3 or 4, but not supply a similar amount of relays in order to shut off your pumps. Why, I don't know, but that's the way it is. Filter floss, just so I can swap and change with the top of the shower, but we've discussed that. I'll just show you the gel. This is the filter start gel that I put in. Quite good stuff. The pond is looking just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking on the floor of the pond. I can't seem to see any K1 anywhere. There probably is some there somewhere. We'll just work his way around. And there they are. That's yellow. They're all coming for a look now, all quite nosy. They have been up feeding this morning. And again, information that have come through from subscribers. Just go easy on the feed, introduce it to them. But I must have put like half a handful in this morning and they just literally trashed it instantly. We'll need to do a water test shortly. But the characteristics of the fish before they left the pond to going into the new pond have now reverted back to normal, so we're quite happy with that. Right, I'm just going to stop you there because I've got a load of things on my phone, a list of information that I need to pass on to you and people that I need to thank, so just get back to you, it'll be about a second. And we're back. So, thank yous. Andy Daly. Another long conversation on Friday dinner time. Lots and lots of good information, support. Thanks for Andy. Support again from Devon Coy, Beard Envy, The Sage, Terry Wright, as you would imagine, texting me beyond 10 o'clock last night. Thanks for your support from yourself and Fiona. Like I said on the text, come down anytime, mate. Have a look. And to James the Koi Whisperer, got in touch with me yesterday promoting the Big Blue, something that we've been looking at on and off for quite some time. I need to do some homework on the Big Blue. It looks like a terrific piece of kit. The initial thoughts were quite a bit expensive, but I've just been on to Finch Filtration website and they're not as expensive as I first thought. So I'll be getting in touch with Andy hopefully next week to get some information from him, and then maybe buy one and try and cure this potential chlorine problem. Right, pond visits. I love doing pond visits. I really get a good vibe out of seeing how people live their lifestyle, their koi lifestyle. So if anybody wants a koi visit in the near area, let me know. Because Kat's parents are in South Oxfordshire, there's a lot of places that we do pass on the way there. So you might be on that route. If you want us to pop in, let us know. And then in a few weeks' time we're going up Northumberland, round Lucca, Sea Houses area. So if there's anybody up there, again, let us know. Who else? N Flanders 100, Irish gentleman from Cork. I just had to mention him because Ireland is such a beautiful place. I've been 2 or 3 times and it's just amazing. So N Flanders 100, have a good day, mate. Ken Simpson, Dublin Koi, give him a follow. Very interesting guy. Having some net issues, so you might be able to give him some support if you get across to his channel. And one of the funniest that I saw was Steve Childs. Now I had a nice comment from Steve Childs regarding his granddaughter Tilly May, who named a kahaku Peppa Pig, and that were it for me. I was just in bits laughing. That is just amazing. Out of a mouth of babes, as they say. So a kahaku called Peppa Pig. Have a good day, Steve Childs, and hello, Tilly May. This water blade has been fitted in situ. I was going to attempt to drill that, but the sill is in the way. It's not a heavy piece of kit, so I put some waterfall foam down the back and some waterfall foam from the inside, and that is bonded on solid. So I'm leaving that. I'm happy with that. You can see over there resting against the chair we've got a Heath Robinson bit of like 3 pieces of wood and some netting just to basically keep the herons away, but I've got to do some kind of design for the future. As I said in earlier videos, I need to take out what was the pergola, which was a full length pergola with 8 legs, and turn it into a short pergola with 4 legs. That'll give me more room in the garage, because I'm getting my garage back at last, which is good news. So I've got that to build. Finally, I think it is finally, I'm just having a few hours off because I've got a chicken to cook. Kat's going teaching doctors tomorrow, so I said I'd cook for her, as I do. I'm going to do some painting in the dining room because the dining room has been neglected, even though it's almost fully finished. A few people have been asking how much this pond costs. You will never know. You thought test and trace was expensive? Oh, don't even go there. But positively, we are now about 55 subscribers short of 2,000, which is wonderful. It's just fantastic. So of course you hit a landmark, of course you need to get prizes, of course you need a question. The question's going to be easy. What final gallonage did we get in the pond? I have taken off the losses that we had, so I've got this fixed amount that we're going to work to with regard to chemicals. So when we reach 2,000 subscribers, I'll do a video. The question will be, what is the gallonage of the pond? If there, by any stretch of the imagination, is a tiebreaker, the tiebreaker will be how many leaks did I find on this pond. That'll give you a bit of food for thought. Yes, it's a lot of gallonage. Might be a quarantine tank to some people, but I'll try and organise some prizes. So in the meantime, if you put down not so much what the gallonage is, but what you think a suitable prize would be for 2,000 subscribers, we'll try and pick up on that. Test kit comes to mind straight away. We all need test kits, but you'll let us know. In the meantime, thank you for your support, your valued support. you got us through some really bad times, and hopefully now we're out of the other side. So I'll leave you with the pond. And the fish are just on the middle section, oh, apart from this one, and it is just looking truly magnificent. Everybody have a wonderful day, get your jabs, look after your family, stay safe, bye bye.